Hello everyone, quick video just to catch up on my Japanese Game Boy Advance collection. Probably seen a few videos that I've actually done in the past. I am kind of picking up the odd Game Boy Advance game on a monthly basis, just as I find them cheap. Purely because I find the artwork really nice, and sometimes there's an interesting game there that I can actually play too. Seems to be at the moment 9 times out of 10 they're all kind of quite strategy games, and I can't really play them. But without further ado, let's crack on. So first game I'm going to show you is a game called the Aight Sudemo Puzzle. It's Sudemo Puzzle, something like that it's called. Again, really nice artwork. It's part of the simple 2960 series. There's quite a few games in that series, and it's the yen price. So yeah, that's what the significance of the simple. Yeah, it costs 2,960 yen. Basically, does the game. I picked this up dirt cheap. It's about 3 or 4 quid. One I've been after for quite a while, but I didn't want to pay any kind of like daft prices. Complete boxed. It's a bit tatty, and it is a puzzle game. It's quite an interesting puzzle game. It's basically kind of like a row of stars, and you've got to kind of like line them up as something passes across them. I can't quite remember because I picked this up a few months ago and had a quick go on it, and it's actually playable and pretty good fun as well. So that's a good one to add to the collection. This one was just completely and utterly random, and like the cover, it's called, there we go, called Battle Master, and it looks like a pet kind of training thing. You basically I think you train kind of stag beetles to fight each other. It's all kind of like, yeah, unplayable really for Western gamers, but as I said, the artwork's really nice. And looking at kind of like the Game Boy Advance listings, this is a big long series of games, so there's more than one game. But it's just bizarre where you've got these 2 stag beetles on the front. So yeah, I think you've got to capture them and kind of like train them up and then fight each other. So it's a little bit Pokemon-esque, I think. Okay, one that will be familiar with for kind of like for all gamers really, and it's there we go. Super Mario Kart Advanced, or Mario Kart Advance, and very cheap. I've already got this on the PAL console, and this is actually cheaper than trying to pick up the PAL version, I seem to remember. Again, really lovely, full colour manual. It's a cracking game, really. It is one of the best versions, in my opinion. Just because it harks back to the to the old to the old SNES version. Next game I'm going to show you is a game I've been after for a hell of a long time, and it's purely because I do like the artwork on it. And it's a game called Star Communicator. Not very much about this game online, really, to be honest, and there's nothing on YouTube at the moment. So I might put a bit of gameplay of this on. It's more likely to be one of the other games that I'm going to show you a little bit later on, because this again, it's very difficult to kind of for Western gamers to play it. Yeah, I do seem to be picking up collections of games that you can't actually play, but you know what I mean, I'll give them a go. For what prices that I'm paying for these games, it don't really matter, to be honest. So yeah, as I say, it's been in my eBay kind of watch list for a long time, and finally picked up a decent priced copy. And as you can see, it is a Konami game. It seems to be loads of like little kind of like mini games, but again, can't really make out what's going on. Okay, next game I'm going to show you is a game called, there we go, Zona Vendors 2173 Testament. Got a Western release, I believe. but lost the lovely kind of artwork on there. Again, another one I've been after for a long time. Japanese version of this on Game Boy Advance, you can never find it that cheaply. I was quite lucky and got a pretty decent copy for 15 quid. And it is lovely. It's certainly one of the best looking kind of cases I've got. And annoyingly, the game does it plays like Advance Wars. It's just a shame I can't really play it just because the language barrier is just too much of a hurdle to get over. And last but not least is a game I really recommend people look up. It's Family Tennis Advance, and the Namco logo kind of give it away that it's basically a version of a Smash Court Tennis for the Game Boy Advance. Plays really well. What drew me to this was the artwork, and I love my tennis games, and the Smash Court Tennis series, very good series. Not so good current gen, but not so bad. Tons and tons of characters, loads of game modes. There's a world tour, and really, it's one of those great games where you can play it. If you're a Western gamer, no problems navigating it. Great little game. Didn't get Western release for some reason. And part of the reason why I'm collecting these games really just to find these gems. So yeah, welcome edition. I'll probably stick some gameplay on of that game. Well worth checking out. Should be pretty cheap as well. This version's it's pristine condition. A lot of these Game Boy Advance games, as I say, less than a tenner, including postage and packaging, and yeah, lovely artwork. So I've got another one of these vids to do. Basically, it's going to be VIII games that I've picked up. Seems to be picking up quite a few handheld games, but I thought I'd get round to kind of showing you these pickups. Got my eye on something else for next month as well. So yeah, that's where I am with the collection at the moment. I'll do some kind of retrospective at some point with everything that I've bought. Probably got about 20 games, I'd say now, Game Boy Advance games. And as I say, it's a pretty kind of inexpensive way to build up a nice collection. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.